Okay guys, so what's going on there today? I'm gonna talk about something that I've heard a lot of people talking about, and that is the possibility that there will be a return of Lucario in the next Super Smash Bros. But not just that, but it will be Mega Lucario. Now, this here is the first Pokemon character to be talked about in the game that I think very unlikely. I am gonna go the path and say that Lucario is not gonna make a return. I do not think that they will put Lucario and Mewtwo in the game together. Mewtwo, I would pretty much say he's confirmed at this point. He is most likely going to be in the game. I would be shocked if Mewtwo's not in the game. And I don't think that they will put Mewtwo and Lucario in the game together. Because let's go back and look at Melee. Mewtwo was what? He used all these little actions. He did all this crap, okay? And then take a looky-loo here at Mr. Lucario. He was pretty much exactly what Mewtwo was. They were almost exactly the same character in two different games. Now, that's not to say it's a bad thing. I mean, they are very similar Pokemon in their own respective way. And I do not think that they would go together well in this game. But if they do, that would be cool, because Mewtwo versus Mega Mewtwo versus Mega Lucario would be an awesome thing to play out in Smash Bros. But sadly, I don't see this happening. I don't think that they need that. I think they only need to bring in one of them. Because take a look at Sony All-Stars, okay? They have Infamous and they have Evil Infamous. If you know nothing about Sony, then just pay attention. Literally, they split the character into two and they were the same model. If you guys are going to do this, I don't care. It doesn't matter if you bring in Lucario and Mewtwo. It'll make me happier because I love both of the Pokemon and it'd be awesome to have them battle. But if you bring in Lucario over another character, that would make me mad, because Lucario and Mewtwo will most likely be very similar fighters in the game unless you completely throw it completely different ways and have Mewtwo doing all these psychic attacks and then have Lucario only doing fighting attacks. That would be a really cool mix-up. But if you have them being like they were in the other two games and very similar, and you take another character that's different than both of them and you put Lucario in over that, I'd be upset. I'd rather have, let's say, you know, some random another Pokemon in the game over Lucario, whether that's just put in a Pokemon that you would think would make a good one. Let's see, you make Zoroark would make a decent Pokemon. Even Blaziken with the Mega Blaziken would not be that bad of a Pokemon. But if you were to bring these two in and they're going to play very similar, I'd be upset, because I just think, you know, you could have brought in a different Pokemon that would make a better mix to make a more varied roster. Unless you're going to replace Ice Climbers, because nobody likes them. If you bring in Mega Lucario over Ice Climbers, I'll be happy as a puppy. I don't like Ice Climbers. I'm sorry. So, leave me your thoughts down below. I'm not saying, I would say that I don't want to say that it's impossible, because it's very likely if Nintendo was to do something like this, it would be with these two. They are both they're fan favorite Pokemon. I'm going to be honest, Mewtwo is probably everybody's favorite Gen 1 Pokemon legendary, and then Lucario is most people's favorite Pokemon from that generation, me included. I love Lucario. If you were to bring them both in, everybody would be happy. And I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Bring them in if you can. Just don't think me saying he's not going to be in this because I don't like him. I love him. Bring them both in. I'm just saying, don't get rid of a cool character just to bring in this one. Okay? Nintendo, it's up to you. Bring them both in if you want. Maybe you don't bring in either of them. But I just don't think Lucario will be in it. That's my personal thought. You guys tell me down below. Say, Ballistic, you're being a moron. Lucario's going to be in it. I mean, it's obvious. He's Mega Evolving, and then the Mewtwo is going to Mega Evolve, and we're going to have a Mega Battle. It's obvious. It's obvious. Yeah, so just tell me what you think down below. Will Lucario be in it? I don't know. What do you guys think? See you next time. Peace.